Hello and welcome to this mid-morning taste challenge. It's very rainy today. It's warm, but it's rainy, and I got soaked walking earlier. Well, not soaked, but pretty wet. I still haven't finished, but heavy downpours here in Louisiana. And I have two whiskeys from across the ocean in Ireland. They were introduced in 2020, so they've only been on the market 4 years. And they run about 26 something dollars a bottle. I could check real fast. I paid $10 a bottle at Walmart. True story. Walmart had them for $10. I didn't know anything about them, but I said for that price, I don't need to know anything about them. So it's been interesting trying them. They don't really have those deals anymore. It's been about a year since they had those amazing deals, but I took advantage when they had it. So why not? Busker. Here we go, the Busker. They only feature in this the blended, this one, the green label, $25.99. Yeah, I was right. About $26. You'll pay more probably for the single grain and the single malt, but you should look for that about that price. Okay, so here's the Busker triple distilled, triple grain, 40% alcohol, no age statement. They said they age at the taste. I was watching a video just now when I was eating something, and they were saying that brand representative said, well, all of our grains come from within about 40 miles. Sorry, I had it upside down. Within about 40 miles of the distillery. And they said they're very picky about the grains, very picky about the distilling process. This is aged in ex-bourbon barrels, ex-sherry barrels, and ex-marsala barrels. 3 different casks. Bourbon, marsala, sherry. Okay? This is getting a heavy wine treatment. That video was long, but it was interesting, so it was worth watching. Here's the Busker Single Grain. It's just all grain, right? Column still grain. There's no copper pot still, no single malt in it. 44.3%. Also aged to taste, no age statement, and aged in ex-bourbon and ex-marsala barrels. Mr. R says morning. Good morning to you, Mr. R. Thanks for watching. All right, so I'll take a little taste of this and see if I can tell them apart. I assume I should be able to, and we'll see which one tastes better. Now, I think I'm going to prefer the triple distilled, but that's I think I will. I don't know until I do it. Working Class Beer Review says, good morning, Ron. Checking in. Hello, WC. There's the single grain. So single grain, triple distilled. Single malt barley, copper pot still, which is malted and unmalted barley, and grain whiskeys all blended together. And you have a little different aging on these too, so you have to consider that. Now, we were in a terrible drought during the summer, and I killed a lot of plants, like the ferns I had growing in the backyard for years, decades. They might grow back next year, but I think it killed them, really. They were very resilient ferns from the swamp, but it couldn't resist that drought. Couldn't make it. No great tragedy, but that is what happened. Now, the single grain is lighter. It's like yellow, and this is amber yellow, straw yellow, amber yellow. It's in the 70s right now, about 71. Might get up to 74. So it could be a record high today, record high temperature for today. That's fine with me. I promote global warming. All right, anyway. but I have selfish reasons for that. I like warm weather. Okay. I know I just got banned from like 5 social media groups. Okay. But people are funny, you know. When you're saying something that's obviously a joke, you're kidding. They'll make it like they're taking it seriously. You know, like, oh, how could you say that? I mean, it's clearly not meant to be taken seriously. But maybe some people don't have any humor and no sense of humor. They're just like angry all the time. And I know people like that. All right. Yeah, it's got that vanilla, sugar cream, sweet corn, not cream corn, but that, I'm thinking that's the single grain. And this has that wine cask finish treatment, you know, Marsala wine cask and sherry wine cask. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know that, but if I had to guess on aroma only, I'm gonna say this is the single grain. But I don't want to be reckless here. I've gotten 2 correct so far, and I don't want to botch it. All right, when I did the Canadian whiskeys, the last challenge series, I had 12 right and 4 wrong. Not bad. And the 4 I got wrong were the cases where the 2 whiskeys were nearly identical in flavor. I have to close my eyes because if I glance at that pale straw appearance, I'll know it is the single malt. That's got to be the single grain. That's got to be the single grain whiskey, Busker, the maroon label, because of the sugar cream, the vanilla, and the sweet corn. It's sweet grain. Like a little bit like cornflakes, honestly. And that's probably what it is, all corn grains. So, or if you live in Ireland, maize. Over in Spain, when I was in Spain last year, they say maize on the labels. Okay. This is more rounded. It's obviously more rounded because it's got more components. That's one of the components over here, a single part of it. This is all 3 blended together. So this is more developed, and I would say more enjoyable and a more complete product. Some people look down on a blended whiskey for this wasn't the case 40 years ago. People didn't look at it that way. It was just like, oh, I see. They're taking different whiskeys and blending them together to get a interesting flavor, right? And then as the status of single malt, or if you want to call it the personality cult of single malt whiskeys, began to grow, then it was seen as, oh, that's not so good. Blending means bad. Kind of like in the beer world. With the rise of craft beer, anything that, say, blended grains together, like barley, corn, and rice, or in some combination, oh, that's no good. Real beer drinkers don't drink that. I only drink all malt. Adjuncts are bad. Adjuncts are the devil. Until craft brewers started putting flavoring like chocolate and vanilla and coffee, and then adding all kind of rice and corn and oats and wheat. And then they said, oh no, but that's okay because I have to entertain my prejudice. Okay. And consistency doesn't matter to me. That's what they would say. Okay, but so we see that. Can a blended whiskey be very wonderful? Yes, so many are. The snobby outlook notwithstanding, right? Okay, now in my opinion, though, I prefer the blended, and I'm gonna say this is the blended. Now I can open my eyes. The triple distilled. What do they say? Triple. They're saying it themselves. They say triple cast, triple smooth. It is smooth. Okay. So hey, that's the way I see it. So the winner in my booklet, the Busker triple distilled, triple smooth, triple enjoyable. Bring on global warming. More people die from extreme cold than once, says Craft Beer Tastic. All right. That's probably true. Oh, love the mountain man beard. Now, this is a flatlands beard. I live in the flatlands. We don't even have hills around here. Okay. Not for over 40 miles. Well, 38 miles away till you get to hills. Looks like a good brew. It is a good distilled beverage. I guess I'll have to cut my hair soon and and trim the beard. It's getting too long, too shaggy. Thanks for doing these, says Nemo. I keep seeing big displays of them at the grocery stores here. Oh, okay. But like I said, I wasn't planning to buy these, but when I found them for $10 a bottle, how could I resist? Is it true that most beer companies in America buy their ingredients from China? I don't think that's true. But it seems true that most of the canned fish, like canned mackerel, is from China. And I don't buy it. When I see it, I put it back on the shelf because I don't trust the quality. I think they do shady things with their food over there. Now, if it said from Taiwan, the Republic of China, ROC, then I would buy it because I would have a lot more a much more trusting attitude towards something from the Republic of China than Communist China. If it said Thailand, yeah, I'd be inclined to buy it. Indonesia, yeah, I'd probably buy it. Malaysia, yeah, I'd buy it. Philippines, well, I guess so. But, that country. Oh, anyway, I got nothing to say about that. All right, anyway, it's great. Havana's great. Okay. Well, certainly they're both very enjoyable. Now, you might prefer a single grain, so go for it. Costs a little bit more, but not much more. And you might prefer the more completed triple distilled blended, and that could be had for $25.99. All right, so thanks for watching. Now we'll be on to more. Now tomorrow at 6:30 Eastern, it'd be Fandango Friday Liquor and Liqueur, and I'm bringing a eggnog. And Claude was saying it's illegal for me to bring an eggnog because Christmas and New Year's is over. I say, well, looks like I'll be breaking the law because it's a fabulous eggnog product, and they had it on sale for $12.99 when the normal price is $20.99, or at the lowest $19.99. So I got a $7 or $8 discount, and I was on that, especially since it's the best prepackaged alcohol eggnog on the market, in my experience. And I love all the other one. I love all the other brands too. Now, don't get me wrong. The ones I've had, there's so many you can't cover them all. But the next Irish whiskey coming up should be Duhan's. I got a lot of Duhan's left. Seemed like I never finished it, but it's enjoyable. And then I have Three Gingers. Oh, sorry. Two Gingers. Twice distilled, not triple distilled. Two Gingers. That's been around since about 2015, about 9 years. And it's from a distillery called Kilbeggan. That's who makes it for the guy, this bartender guy who started it. I think he sold out to Jim Beam, or made a collaboration at least with Jim Beam. But that's cool too, because money talks and sentiment walks. I really like the Two Gingers, and you can still get it for $15.99 a bottle. True story, not a lie. And like it says on the back of the bottle, from Kilbeggan Distillery. And then there's another one, Duhan's. It's the same exact bottle with the same exact cap. So I'm thinking it must be from Kilbeggan, but they don't use the name. It's like they're trying to obscure who makes it. Well, they do that with some brands. And I don't think it's made anymore. I think Duhan's is gone. It came out, didn't sell, and went away. And I paid $19.99 for it. And then a week later, Walmart was getting rid of it for $9. I said, well, I missed the boat on that one. Or I took the early boat and I missed the discount boat. And then I have other classics, other classics, such as Patties, Teeling. I got Kavanaugh, which is made by Teeling, and I've got doggone Northern Irish whiskey, Bushmills Black, and Bushmills Red Bush. So I got a lot of them coming, and I probably overlooked one or two that I just didn't think of. And then it's on to Scotland. Okay, what's the closest comparison to another brand you could make with this brand? Now, with the single grain, nothing, because I never had any other single grain Irish whiskey, so I couldn't make a comparison. It wouldn't make any sense. No, I've never tried brewing at home. I've just been dealing with the consumer end of the beer world, right? Busker, let's see. Busker. I got a little bit left, another sip left. Yeah, I would say, oh yeah, Tullamore DEW is another one I got to do. Tullamore DEW, it would be with that. A lot of people don't realize it's Tullamore DEW, not Tullamore Dew, because it's Daniel E. Williams. And I talked to a guy yesterday. I said he loves that whiskey, and he was shocked that it was somebody's initials. I said, yeah, he was a not a salesman. He was a distillery master. He made it popular. You see, Tullamore, Jameson, Patties. Yes, I think it's similar to those. This is pretty similar to those. So I would say yes. They're all about the same. People go, oh, it's so much better. You know, Tullamore is so much better than Jameson, and Patties is so much better than those. But to me, they're all about the same. Meaning they're all really good, but other people get up excited about it, and agitated about if you mention different brands. But I like them all. So anyway, thanks for watching. Certainly recommend that. Definitely. This one I'd recommend, to just caution you that it's a bit strange, being that it's all grain. And so you got to be prepared for that. It's strong in its flavor. So you're going to get that strong sweet corn, strong vanilla, strong sugar cream, and you're getting 44.3% alcohol. So it's going to come across kind of, I call it bold, not harsh, but it's a pretty exciting product. All right. Well, thanks everybody. Y'all take care. Bye-bye.